Welcome back. Joining me in the studio is Chioma Ukwonu. She's the COO of Recycle Point, and Adia Atuluku. She's a co-founder of Muse Origins. Also joining us is Tosi Olasende. Entrepreneurship has great potential, but I want to ask this question. Let's look at the complexities of your businesses. You are co-founder of Muse Origins, so you're trying to bring, it's sort of like an online marketplace for arts and culture.
Yes.
Arts basically, inspired by Africa. So it's pretty much an online business. And I expect that getting people to come on your platform will be a little bit, it's easier because I think for Recycle Points, you're more out there.
It's a field work.
Exactly, you're more on the roads, you're talking to people on a daily basis, people are seeing you, and they expect a recycle business to be a guy's business. So, forgive me, I mean, you naturally think that, wouldn't you?
Being a lady, the recycling business is actually, it needs patience. To be able to, collect, count the bottles, count the can, guys like, what's all this? Let's, pack everything in and let's go. But women have that patience, excuse me. So that allows me to do the work more effectively. And then when I go into the neighborhood where I work, where the recyclers are, when they see it's a lady, like, oh, so and most of the recyclers, a high percentage are women, because they are the ones that do these whole collections at homes and all of that. They don't have patience.
Now, I think one of the things I want to ask is, I mean, it's nice if a lady is doing a business that is online, talks about arts and culture. Is there a ceiling in terms of negotiating of prices that comes in? Because, I mean, generally, a guy wants to look, okay, it's nice when we're still talking 1,000, 2,000. Yeah, a million? I'm not sure I want to do business.
You raised something first, so let me take that first. You said as an online business, you would expect me to not have as much legwork. And funny enough, when we were entering into the business, we had that same expectation. But because maybe because our target sellers are people who are lower income artisans who are not as tech savvy as they could be normally, we are seeing that we have to do a lot more legwork than we expected. So you actually have to go to the markets, go to the roadsides, go where people are, trying to exhibit and actually talk to them and even bring out the computer and walk them through it. So there's a lot of discussion because people are not as tech savvy in Nigeria as
you would expect them to be.
Yeah.
Tosi, you were at Wimbiz recently. What were the takeaways?
I mean, it was all about, the theme was leadership, that is step up and stand out. And it was examined, it also spoke about how women should explore different different spaces and different sectors, and they should ensure that they outperform. So it was more about honing your leadership skills and going into the world and taking position. I also want to pose a question to the ladies. Speaking about financing, the word out there is that women have a lower access to finance in comparison to their male counterparts. Has any one of you experienced that?
Oh, sure. In my experience, not really. In a way, because right now we are seeing a lot of opportunities actually targeted at women in particular, which is interesting and probably wasn't there in about 5 years ago. So it's a really, really positive change, But the one funding issue that probably also affects men as well as women is that, for example, we are basically Muse Origins is basically a technology company, and a lot of tech companies we don't expect to make profits the first year, maybe not even the second year. But funding in Nigeria, a lot of people try to,
try to get their funding.
Yeah, exactly. They want the revenue right now. There's no patience. So that's a major issue for us.
And yourself?
Okay, I believe, like she said, I'm going to build on what she said, the situation is getting better. With all the grants coming up here and there, entrepreneurship grant coming up here and there, focusing on women, and also women organizations like Wimbiz, We Connect, and all of that coming up, 20 million entrepreneurship programs, all these programs springing up here and there to help young entrepreneurs, especially female it's better. I can say it's a better situation now for us financially.
I think we'll continue to follow both businesses. I'm interested in yours because I tend to throw away a lot of plastic bottles, and I'm also interested in arts. Well, thank you very much for being with us on the show. We'd like to have you soon in the future. We hope you'll be joining us again. And thank you, Chosi Olasende, for being with us.